right, Caitlin Leverenz, the IMs are done. 200 IM yesterday, 400 IM tonight. Let's go back to the 200 IM yesterday. 153 to win a really close race. How'd that feel?
It felt really good. It was, I kind of said it a lot yesterday, but it was such a different emotion behind it and just a different feel behind the whole year and then leading up to that race. And, it's like I touched and looked at the wall and it took me like a few seconds to process kind of what I had done. And then I had my, bigger reaction kind of. And, it was slower than a year ago, but I think there are a lot of good things that came from it. And I think I'm still proud of what I did.
All right, well, let's just get right to it because your voice is, you can hear it in your voice. And there's been rumors on the pool deck that you and along with a lot of the Cal swimmers are feeling under the weather.
It's only me, actually. I don't think anyone else on my team is sick. I have a cold, so, the way I got it, before the meet started, but, it's not the first time I've raced with a cold, so it's kind of just whatever. It just makes my voice sound awful.
Tonight in that 400 IM, the leaders were out under your American record pace. Just too much of a gap there going into the breaststroke for you to make up at that point?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, my fly wasn't as strong tonight, neither is my back, actually. My front half wasn't as strong as it has been, and a lot of people go down an American record pace because I don't go out as fast as most people, so probably I think a lot in the 200 IM did too because my breaststroke's so strong, but yeah, I kind of was like, it was a little different of a race, not quite as good as I even was at Pac-12s, but I still had some good things go on in my back half.
One technical question that I have that I didn't notice at trials, but apparently it's been something that you've done since this summer. Your streamline isn't necessarily a full streamline. Can you talk a little bit about what's going on with that? Where did that concept come from? Has it always been like that? When did it start?
I think that there are a lot of concepts, I guess, that Terry is willing to have us do that are more non-traditional at Cal, and we've never talked about a streamline or the correct position, and that's just something I've picked up on what makes me feel good. Really, it's as simple as that, and we watch the videos and stuff, and we're really liking the theories behind it. It's great. It's great entertainment.
So it's not a conspiracy theory? You guys aren't just trying to throw everybody off on a new technique just to kind of get in their heads?
Yeah, no, it's not a conspiracy theory. As much as I wish that was. I mean, that would be so great, but no, it's nothing like that.
I'm glad to hear you're watching the videos, though.
Yeah.
Caitlin, you mentioned that your 200 IM wasn't as fast as last year. Why do you think that most of the swims, if not all, are slower than 2012?
I think just going into an Olympic year, people were ready to go, and that kind of eye on the prize of Olympic trials being there, and then the Olympic Games, and I mean, overall, I think I performed stronger as a whole. Last year over a long period of time, I was going best times at almost every meet, and I dropped a lot of time in almost all of my events, and I also think for me, I had Katinka, Hoshu, and I had a really good thing going. We were pushing each other every time we swam, and made each other so much better through that. I think it's just a combination of those things, and I've definitely been pushed a lot this year by my teammates, the freshmen in particular, especially Liz. She's, I can't say enough how phenomenal of a trainer that girl is. But I think coming in the year off the Olympics, I think the emotions are very different behind that.
Did the Bears make the move today on day 2 that they needed to make a run at this championship this year?
I think so. I think there's some really good things that happened. I think there's some things we could have done better at, and I think that's the name of the game. That's how our sport goes, and I actually don't even know what the team score is right now, but I know we put ourselves in a really good position, and I think our goal at this meet hasn't been more to say we need to win and we're not going to be successful. It's more keeping ourselves in the conversation, and right now I do believe we're in the conversation, and we're going to continue to push ourselves to continue to be in that conversation and in the hunt for that win.
And going into the 200 breaststroke tomorrow, your breaststroke still has been strong in the IMs, so how are you feeling going into that?
My breaststroke has been feeling really good. I had a great split on the relay for me yesterday when I typically don't have, and today when I typically don't have quite as much speed. And so I'm really excited for the 200 breast. I think there's a lot. I think it'll be much more of a race than it was last year. I think there's a lot of girls who are going to be, vying for that top spot.
Congratulations on a great first 2 days. Best